All right. I kind of want to play another one. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. I think I learned something. I don't think the one game a day thing is good. So right now I'm just playing some RuneScape on the side, and we're gonna do one more 10 minute, and then I'm gonna have a meeting, and maybe get some lunch. But right now it's 12:29 p.m. So we're in the black side. E4, C5, knight F3. I'll go for this, and then I've never faced this before. What is this? B3. I don't know what to do here. It's like a queenside fianchetto. I mean, I guess that's annoying. It doesn't let me fianchetto myself, but I feel like I should just go D5. Honestly. I don't know why. I don't know if this is a good move. I've never played this opening before. I'm not going to think too much. I'm going to think as best as I can, but I'm not going to overthink the opening. I don't think D5 can be a terrible move. It's kind of closing out his own bishop, so if he pushes. And yeah, here, I guess this is kind of a problem where he's going to develop the knight now. I can do this. Maybe that's trying to be a little too fancy, though, because black can support. So I'm just going to take with the queen. We kind of get like a Scandi. This wasn't my intention. Oh, well. I was intending for him to push, but because I feel like this does give away a lot of the position. I do feel like it's just equal now. Like this doesn't really try for anything. So I'm expecting knight C3 next. Maybe C4. I don't think that's a good move though. I'm gonna get my bishop out. Just gonna play it like this. Very simple. Just gonna play a simple game. Simple, humble game of chess. Humble game of chess. Not a ton to think about here, honestly. Yeah, we're just getting a kind of quiet position. Just gonna shore up my pieces. It's gonna be a quiet game for the start, and then stuff will explode as it always does. Okay, I don't know what this does. Guess he's opening up his bishop. Sure, not really bothered by this. I think this is misplacing your knight for like a very like not really a big threat. This person just likes to fianchetto. So these kinds of players, they just like to fianchetto, put their pieces in the same squares every game. I'm just gonna go after him because you spent 2 moves putting your bishop here and making these these holes on the dark squares. Now you're doing the same thing on the light squares. Come on, bro. Man. But how do I go about it? I'm just having to shove the pawn. Just shove the pawn up. Bring my bishop here. Maybe like go for some stuff. I'm gonna do it immediately actually, because yeah, this is not gonna work out well. This is not gonna work out for you, my friend. Because now I'm getting this pin. Push. Maybe I bring the knight out. Then we have, oh my goodness, I'm sacking that. I'm sacking that. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Oh my. What is this? You're sacking your light square bishop. Not sacking, but you're trading it off for the knight. We have a very interesting position. I did not anticipate this. So I'm holding this check in my back pocket. Not doing it yet because the bishop can actually move up. So I'm going to start actually with this move. I think this makes a lot of sense. No, maybe I want to maybe I want to like tickle the queen maybe. Doesn't really do anything. Wait, tickle the queen. Here, I actually have this move. No, the queen is not hanging, the king's defending. I'm thinking here, and then I'm going to give the check. And the point is the bishop can no longer block. So that makes sense to me. I just go after this. It's not a hole because the bishop's there, but it's kind of a dark square hole. It's almost a dark squared hole, you know? So I'm just going to go like this. And this also opens out. We're also hitting the pawn. So this is pretty good. I'm down 3 points material. Which is a lot of points of material. But, okay, queen f3. Preparing to castle queenside. My opponent allows me to give this check. And I think I've found something, baby. I think you're done. You're a dunzo. You're absolutely dunzo. There's no coming back for you. Oh, man. You're in trouble, buddy. You're in hot water. Oh, you're in so much trouble. I can't even describe how much trouble you're in. If I move the knight back, I'm threatening this. Is there some better way to threaten it, though? some better way to threaten it. Like here. I moved the queen up. Move the queen up. I'm threatening this, and it's kind of sneaky. Move the queen up, makes this hole. Then I can move the queen all the way, win the pawn. Yeah, this is good. No, I like this move a lot. I like this a lot. This is a very tempting move, but I'm just gonna win the pawn and still set up the skeweroni. So for is it a skewer? It is a skewer because the king is higher value. So this is gonna be trouble for my opponent. The knight is out of squares. This is why you don't put your knight on the rim without like good reason. This one going after this defended pawn was not a good reason. And my opponent misses the skeweroni. I don't think there's any reason I shouldn't do this. Is there anything my opponent can do? This doesn't work. I take with check. It's game over, buddy. It's game over. You thought that sack wasn't substantiated? I think it was. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't. It probably wasn't. But it worked. It worked here. So you know what? I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. And this takes with check. I don't know if you knew that. When you're in your check, you can't take my pieces. And I have this. Move. I have to do this. And then what am I going to do? I have some options. I can take here. Also take here. Move here. Takes. Yeah, and just give this check. Give this check. King here. Win the rook, maybe. It doesn't quite win the rook. Here and then here. Yeah, I'm gonna wiggle my king around. Okay, I'm gonna just win this. Just need to be careful about losing my own queen. But even if I did that, I'd still be better. Okay. Yeah, my opponent is trying for that. But so I'm just gonna go like, I don't know, where am I gonna put my queen? Here. This makes some sense to me. Yeah, this game is freaking over, man. It is absolutely over. It's completely donezo. Completely donizo. I can just start pushing my pawns. I don't really need to think about things too much. I just need to be careful not to blunder my queen for a rook. Even then, though, we're still better. So, what is this? I can sack my queen, dude. I can sack my queen, which is pretty hilarious. I'm not going to do it because I have this move, which is way better, I think. There's no checks. There's no nothing here. There's no nothing. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. You be careful not to push this pawn because this pawn is hanging. I could just do like this. I can also... Yeah, I think this is fine. I drop the pawn, but I trade off the dark squared bishop. That's kind of a big deal. So I'm not trying to play 1,000,000% accurate here. Just trying to win the game. I think this is completely fine. Okay. He allows me to do this. So I'm going to do it. That was the point. It does drop this pawn, but it was doubled anyways. So like, who cares, you know? Did I take with the queen? Yeah, let's take with the queen. Take with check. Let's take with check. And if I'm going to lose this pawn, I might as well sack it for something. I can also defend it, which is pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. Just don't lose my queen. Just going to defend my pawn. Just play it slow. There's really no rush here. There's absolutely no rush. You can do this and then move the knight in. I guess that's a little annoying. No, but I'm hitting the rook. So, yeah. I mean, there's just nothing. You're so busted, dude. You're so busted. I might sack this pawn. Either way you take, I think it's fine for me. Yeah. You get my rook in the game. Maybe bring the king up, get the rook around. Getting the rook around this way makes some sense. We can try to go for checkmate here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that probably. I'm probably gonna do that. I'm actually down on time, which is kind of funny. I thought I'd be really up on time. How to crush the old Sicilian. It's not really what I'm gonna title this because it's not a how-to video. So, oh man, he's just so busted, dude. He's so busted. We're gonna do this. You gonna play that move? No, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the rook. Alrighty. I made one blunder. Let's see what it was. Let's see what my blunder was. Alrighty. I played d5. I like d5 here because I felt like e4 was e5 was tempting, but I guess not really, not really. So let's open up in the Mr. Lee chess. No, I'm on the white side. My bad. I'm on the white side. But here, this, and d5 is not even in the first 4 moves. But I played it. And I thought, yeah, for e5, yeah, of course we're better. I was going to do this. Not like this. Okay. But my opponent took. So I took. About bishop. Pinning the knight probably would have been more accurate. Yeah, that makes some sense to me. So I ended up moving my bishop there anyways, but I wanted to play this like kind of like a London-ish structure-ish, kind of, not really. Because I play this kind of setup against the McDonald attack. So the McDonald is in the Sicilian is to move f4, you play d5, and then you tuck your bishop here. Is one way to play. There are many ways to play this, but and then you just like do this kind of stuff. And you get positions like this all the time. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I think pinning the knight would have made a lot of sense, but not what I did. Let me go to the actual game, which I think was here. Yep. This was the game. Knight up, queen back. Oh, did he go bishop b4, b5? I don't think so. Yeah. And I think that's a pretty big positional error, like not developing the bishop. Like that just took all the pressure off me in the position. I know my opponent just wanted to fianchetto as soon as possible. That's why they played this way. Yeah, here actually this is a move. Because yeah, you can't fianchetto immediately, but you're able to put a bishop there and have them stare at each other. And then eventually maybe trade it off. I don't know. It's not how I normally kind of play it. So I played e6. It's not a terrible move at all. And I think here, what did my opponent do? I don't know what they did. Oh yeah, played a really weird move. This was definitely not a good move. I just developed my knight, I'm pretty sure. And then they went for another fianchetto, which I thought was really slow. And computer gives this move c4. What's the point? Well, it takes here. You don't trade queens, which is very equalizing. Instead, you give a check. I thought the knight would drop back. Oh, and you can follow up. Wow. Okay, this one is really scary, actually. Okay. Yeah, so the knight cannot drop back. The bishop, for the bishop, it's the same problem. Let me just completely play it out. So bishop here, drops back, or like, I don't know how else do you defend it. Let's say the queen goes up, it's the same issue. If the bishop drops back, you can queenside castle because you're going to win a ton of material. Let's continue that line actually, and then c3. Now you do this. What's the point after takes? Knight takes. And if this, you take the bishop, takes. What's going on here? Check, takes. Oh, and the bishop on f5 is quite useful here. It's pretty cool. Okay. All right. That's a line. But I didn't see that. So what did I do here? I think I just put my bishop here. No. I went for the throat. I didn't know what to do, so I went for the throat. And I sacked my rook. We went for this. Oh no, he also did this. This is the position we got. And it was a fun one. Now here, okay, yeah. c4, it's a move. I played knight here, and the threat is we're taking stuff or whatever. c4, if it takes this way, we have the check. And it's the same idea, but we can also throw this in, and then we'll even fork, even give a check. And what? Go back? Wait, why? What's the point of this? I don't know. I would have just play this. Let's just play this, and then here, I have to go here now. Wait, why? Takes. Well, it takes and takes. So here, you give a check. Play this move. Oh, aligning. Oh my goodness, so many tactics. My tactics only extend to like maybe 4 moves at most, 3 to 4 moves. So something I need to work on, I think, is seeing these kind of long lines and long ideas. This kind of long pattern recognition is something I don't have right now. Maybe I just need to play more games and be aware of more tactical ideas. I think that's kind of the thing. I don't think grinding puzzle rush will help. But all right, cool. So C4, very interesting idea. Not something I thought about. Yeah, it's a cool idea. But what I did was, my opponent played the best move, Queen F3. I'm not even sure why this is a good move. What does this do? I mean, the point is the queenside castle, but why not here? I guess it runs into the knight coming up. And okay, yeah, that's kind of nasty. So Queen F3, and this is the best move, which was the whole point. And my opponent tucked the king away, I believe. Okay, this way. Okay, and I thought I was like better, because this is threatening something very big, which is this. But let's see what happens. So this is what I played. My opponent just fell asleep at the wheel, which is why I won. But it wasn't sound. It was not sound. Instead, black can move the queen and defend. I can give a check, sure. It's not really significant. In fact, wow, it's plus 4. Why? Why is it plus 4? Why is it plus 4? Well, let's say I play a 5 here. Bring the rook in. Kicks the queen. Queen goes back. I'm just down material. I'm down material. It's not like any specific reason. It's just I don't have an attack, and black is equalized or stabilized, and I'm down a big chunk of material. So that is why. All right. But yeah, I played this, and it was game over after here. I think he did this. Did I play? I did play pretty accurately here in terms of punishing. Okay, we reached this position. I gave a check here, but that's not actually the best move. Again is C4. The point is opening up the bishop, either opening up the bishop or it's just always opening up the bishop. Wow, opening up the bishop, man, it's powerful. So then I go here, take the pawn. I think my opponent did this. I drop back. I'll drop here. What's the idea here? Yeah, and we're just gonna play a game. Okay, that's a good game. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. A not very unsubstantiated sack, but it worked out. So